All right, here we go. Longest hole 12. This is what we came for.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for checking out another video. Happy New Year to you. If the timing works out right, I think this is coming out January 1st, so a really cool way to start off the new year. And you can see this is a one-hole video, but of course it's a really special hole. I don't know about you all, but I just found out that the longest hole, the Guinness Book of World Records, longest golf hole in the United States of America is right here locally in Locust Grove, Virginia. I don't know if the word locally applies to everyone. It's about, 90 minutes from Northern Virginia, maybe 75-ish depending on traffic. But when I found this out, I had to go make the drive. This is a par 6, 841 yards from the tips. That's right, the longest hole in America. Just as a fun fact, when I was researching, I think there's two other holes that beat this out in the world. I think they're in Asia. I could be wrong, but this is like number 3 in the world and number 1 in the US. And so this one hole is a part of a full 9-hole round. So they have 3 9-hole courses, different ones. You can mix and match to make your 18. I decided just to play 9 based on kind of the weather, the timing. And I'm going to go in and out of voiceover because the wind was so bad. You're going to hear me in a second.
Here we go. Longest hole in all of America. It's the longest hole ever. It's a little bit of a colder day, like high 50s. Of course, it just happens to be, the wind is right into us. So look at this. I don't know if you saw that fly right to the camera. This is honestly playing, I'm not even making this up, between the cold and the wind, this is gonna be close to 1,000 yards. You can hear the wind pick up. I didn't bring my wind mics. My head cover just flew. This is gonna be a disaster, but let's go. Can we par it?
So hopefully that was all the evidence you needed just to take my word for it. It was super, super windy. And of course, the wind's right into you. So this is a dogleg right, and the tee shot doesn't help that you need, oh boy. Here we go, timber. That was, I left that in for dramatic effect. Spoiler alert, that happens again. That's how windy it was today. So not only is this a really long hole, not only am I not a long hitter, and to top it off, I don't know if I mentioned this, we're gonna walk this course together. So it rained the day before. So it was cart path only. And I don't know about you all, but anytime it's cart path only, it doesn't even make sense to even get a cart. So I actually walking, carrying to be specific. So we're gonna carry and walk my bag 841 yards. That's my workout for the day. It's a really, really long hole. And you can see on the mini map, there's like 2 water ponds, little creeks you have to worry about. I think Kyle Berkshire, I think everyone knows him, he's the long world drive champion. I think his line, he takes it right over that water. You need like a 350 yard carry to cover that, which he does. If you want to go check out his video, here's a plug for him. But if you're not like him and you're just a weekend warrior like myself, we're going to take the traditional route. We're going to play this very conservative. We're going to try and play position golf. You can argue this for any golf hole. You want to be in the fairway, avoid crazy stuff. So nothing too crazy, but you know, I've never played a par 6 before. So it's funny how you know, most par 5s I lay up anyway. Now it's like you have to lay up twice and just really think about that. And I think the way this hole is designed, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it gives you 2 little ponds, little water areas that you have to think about. It's super, super open on the left, but it's tight on the right. So it makes you think a lot on, you know, should I go left and get out of position but stay in play, or should I take a cheating line where, you know, just to give you an idea, you can see that the hole is now, this is where the dog leg starts. And I actually decide, so you're gonna see me, and you can see I do lift, clean, replace. It was super wet, super muddy. If I'm playing this hole one time, I'm not gonna have like a huge mud ball asterisk. Sue me if you guys don't like the mud ball rule and you can't lift, clean, replace in the winter. Get over it. We're gonna do that here. And so this is actually the video I took after my last shot. I decided to actually put it in before my shot to give you an idea of what we're looking at. So that water pond, you can see it's super, everything's OB on the right there. So you wanna aim, you see those 3 dead trees in the background? You can see that there's no leaves on them. My line was actually the middle, probably the left middle of those trees. Play it at that and I should be golden. And if I end up hitting maybe like a little fade or let's be real, a banana slice over the top BS slice, I think I'll still be okay. And I only mention that because the hybrid that I use here, that is the of course I talk it into existence. I end up hitting it really, really good, I just kind of push fade it, and I was a little worried because it was really hard to see and track my ball. So this is me walking up, and you're probably wondering, Mark, why did you just turn one video into 10 minutes? Well, I wanted you all to walk this with me, feel it with me, and just observe it with me. So here's some on-course narration coming up as well. All right, so must have rolled and crossed the path. Thought it was an okay shot. We're gonna give myself relief. I'm not really sure what happens after this. I think there's a big pond. I'm probably gonna lay up. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're gonna lay up. It's into the wind. This is crazy. Come on, let's get it. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna take relief off that. If I had to guess, that creek's like 2 something. All right, I know you all believe me, it's windy, but come on. The dramatic effect again, falling over. But seriously, that's how windy it was. It was insane. I had to like stabilize my tripod and camera with clubs. Like that's what took forever. So you can see this is a really, really delicate shot. I don't know if you guys can see the ball's below my feet. I choked down like crazy and I'm squatting down. My goal is just to punch this forward. I probably can't reach the water, so it was actually a really straightforward shot for me. It was kind of just make contact, move it forward, worry about the next shot. In a perfect world, if this was a nicer day, wasn't wet, wasn't cold, I would try to take it as close as possible to that water to leave me hopefully like a wedge or 9-iron in. But again, because of the conditions and all things, I just want to play this hole for par or better, if we can. And so you can see that this is where my ball ended up. It was a little more right than I wanted to, but hopefully you saw as we were walking it up together. It's a very, very open kind of course. So as I'm gunning this, we're going to do the same thing earlier. I'm going to show you the video of after the shots. This is me walking to the hole, but I'm showing it now just to give you an idea of what we're working with. So again, look at the far right hand side. That's all OB. That's trees. If there's a big fall off too, so you just want to avoid that completely. On the left hand side, even though it's open, you can see there's a bunker. I actually passed that bunker. I don't think there's anything over there. I could be wrong, but if I was playing this course and I was caddying for you, I would recommend stay far away from the right hand side. Anything left is completely fine. So short left, or even like long left, I think there's no trouble and you're completely fine. So of course it doesn't help that they have the pin more on the right hand side. You can see that the water is about 75 yards. I think to carry it completely you need about 90 yards. I think I talk into the camera and you don't hear me and I cut it out because it was that windy, that bad, but I ended up playing a 5-iron there, just to give you all an idea. I know I'm not a long hitter. My 5-iron goes like 190, maybe 185 to 190. If I really crank it, 195. I decided to try and hit like a 185, 190 shot with my 5-iron, flight it down a little bit because that's how bad the wind was. I hit a really, really good shot. And so I'm really happy that we decided to walk this up together. Another reason why we're walking this and I'm just letting the camera roll, I know that there's like a stereotype out there where vloggers and YouTubers will just take 5 different shots. They'll take 10 different putts and make it until they look good on camera. I want you guys, if I double this hole, I don't care. We're gonna double it. It's the longest hole in America. If we birdie this hole, you're gonna see it live. We're gonna birdie it. So you can see here, as we're walking up to the green, it's kind of hard. I usually like to, when I set up my camera, I like to have it behind the pin. I think it's a really cool angle, but that was directly into the sun, as you can see in the top left there. I don't think it made sense to take it from the other direction. I don't like it when it's from my back. So we settled on this. You can see I put the little scorecard in the top left now instead of the right. I'm trying to cover up the brutal sun. But I want you all to walk this with me. And I did walk the, when I put the camera down, I just trimmed this out. But off camera, I went to the right-hand side and I looked behind the hole. So I already read it there. This is me now reading it here. And I don't know why, but I decided to leave the pin in. I think I was just thinking to myself, this was such a long putt. If I had to guess, this is like 30 feet, 25, 30 feet. And I think I was telling myself I'm going to leave it in because for camera purposes and the sun being so bright, it might be hard to track the hole. So I decided to leave it in. If that bites me, I'm just going to lose my mind. But come on, do we have enough? Oh my gosh, let's go. Look at the bird dance. Flap those wings, Mark. Let's go. Can you guys believe it? I mean, we played this, just to give you guys an idea, we played this driver hybrid 5-iron, and all it takes is a putt. You know, a putt is as good as a 300-yard drive, so we will take it. Ladies and gentlemen, how many people can say that you have birdied the longest hole in America? We did it live together. I hope you liked it. And if you like this, you know, stay tuned for the full 9 holes coming up, hopefully sometime in January, but appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe.